everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into the big news coming out of Australia about new visa regulations that will take effect in 2024. The Australian government has officially announced a major change. Visitors will no longer be able to switch to study or work visa while staying in the country. If you are planning to move to Australia, this is crucial information, so stick around to find out how this could impact you. So, what exactly is changing? Starting in 2024, if you enter Australia on a visitor visa, you will not be able to switch your visa status to a study visa or work visa while you are still in the country. Previously, many people used to come on a visitor visa and then apply for a different visa while they were already in Australia. This process, often referred to as visa hopping, is what's being targeted with these new rules. The new regulations are designed to prevent people from entering the country under one visa type and then transitioning to another without leaving the country. But why is the Australian government makes these changes? There are a few key reasons behind this move. The main goal is to better manage immigration pathways and ensure that visa categories are being used for their intended purpose. By stopping visa hopping, they aim to tighten control over the types of visas being granted and reduce the number of people who are circumventing the usual process. This means that the individual will need to plan their visa applications more carefully before arriving in Australia. Another reason is to protect Australia's job market and education sector. The government wants to ensure that work visas and study visas are only being granted to people who meet the specific requirements and not just those who initially come in as tourists and later decided to stay and work. If you are planning to study or work in Australia, you will need to apply for the right visa before you enter the country. If you enter on a visitor visa, you will now have to leave Australia and apply from outside the country if you want to switch to a study or work visa. Let's say you enter Australia on a visitor visa and then decide you want to study. Under the new rules, you did have to leave the country, apply for a student visa from your home country or another location, and then come back. This could add extra time, stress, and cost to your plans. Are there any exceptions to this rule? The Australia government has not outlined many exceptions, but it is possible there may be some flexibility for special cases. However, as of now, the rule is clear: no switching from a visitor visa to a work or study visa while you are in country. There's also the question of how this will affect temporary work programs, family visas, or specific industries facing labor shortage. You'll have to wait for more details to see if there are any exemptions or special circumstances allowed under the new system. So, how can you navigate these new rules if you're planning to visit, study, or work in Australia? Here are a few key tips to keep in mind. Tip number one: always apply for the right visa before you arrive in Australia. If you're planning to study, apply for a student visa. If you want to work, apply for a work visa. Tip number two: make sure you fully understand the conditions and requirements of the visa you are applying for. Double check the length of stay, work right, and whether or not it allows you to transition to other visas. And tip number three: stay updated on Australia's immigration policies. The rules can change quickly, so keep an eye on official government websites or consult with an immigration expert if you are unsure. Let's wrap up our breakdown of Australia's new visa rules for 2024. These changes will definitely impact how people plan their move to Australia, whether it is for studying, working, or just visiting. If this video helped you, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might be affected by these changes. And don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with more travel and visa tips. Let me know in the comments what you think of these regulations. With this change, your plan for visiting or moving to Australia. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in next one.